Hey, welcome back to my channel, What a Being Spiritual Life Coaching. I am Tiffany. And Cancers, y'all really showed up and showed out. I appreciate you. So I'm going to pull some rock cards for our Cancers. And we're in Mercury Retrograde right now. It started around the 28th of December, and Mercury should come out of retrograde around January 18th. So I'm going to pull some cards for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the area of love. And I will be using the Black Moon Astrology cards. And I'm going to do the Black Moon Romance spread. It's a 7-card spread. So if you are new to What a Being Spiritual Life Coaching, I do want to welcome you, and please take the time to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you'll know when I upload new videos. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back to What a Being Spiritual Life Coaching. Thank you for coming back. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and in about a week, we will be pulling names to see who will be getting special gifts from What a Being Spiritual Life Coaching. So leave a comment so you can be added to the drawing. So let's get with this for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you do not know where Cancer falls in your chart, there's a link in the description box to Cafe Astrology. Plug in your date of birth, your exact time you're born, in your city and state you're born in. You will get that information. These are general messages, so they may not resonate with everyone. Remember that. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if this does not resonate, I'm available for personal readings. Maybe a little personalized reading will resonate for you better. So let's get with this. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I've already opened a portal. I do that off camera. And oh yeah, Happy New Year, 2023, according to the calendar. We know it starts in March, but hey, you're going to sign your documents for 2023. You want your check to say 2023 so you can get your money. So we're going to say 2023 for right now. So let's get with it. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on between Cancer and their person romantically? Cancer and their romantic person, whoever that may be, pick up the energies. Cancer and their romantic person, what is going on? Spirit guides, Holy Spirit, archangels, ancestors, guardian angels, Archangel Michael. Now, during this time, Mercury being in retrograde, communication is going to be off. Cancer, I feel. First one out, Cancer, I feel. You came on out in your own reading, see? But Mercury retrograde, remember, there's going to be, communication problems. You may have problems with your electronics. What else do we have? Thank you. For our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, too many. This deck I will be reading from the book. So, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on between Cancer and their person? Cancer and their person romantically. What is happening between Cancer and their person romantic? 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of this up a little bit more. What's going on between Cancer and their person? Cancer and their person. Thank you. What's going on with Cancer and their person? Oh, too many. What's happening with Cancer and their person? We gotta take that one. One more card. Cancer and their person. These some big cards, y'all. Cancer and their person. Thank you. All right. So, let's see what messages spirits have. Your first card out is the Cancer, I feel. This is the other person's energy dynamic at the present time, their outward personality, their world. And that is the Cancer I feel. That's your card, Cancer. Let's see. Now, you can be assured emotions are high, of course. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There's a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic abilities and even witch blood. There's a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings. But it can also mean you are in sync with other people's emotions. You are instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it may be a secret or involve bonded souls, as with a mother and child. This card can also mean that family or domestic issues need to be addressed. So, your partner may be going through things right now, emotionally withdrawn. Don't insert yourself into their issues, Cancers. Okay, don't insert yourself into their issue. Remember that. They may be having some past feelings of the past that may be sneaking up on them, and they just don't want to discuss it. Things that they're keeping secret, keeping hidden. I don't feel like it's anything spectacular, but it's just their feelings, and maybe they're worried about what's to come. Um, they may be bringing old baggage into a new or current relationship, so keep that in mind. So let's go with the second card. Your second card is your energy dynamic, how you express yourself in the external world. That's the earth element stability. And that so the earth element card is about being practical and landing on your feet. You will want to look out for stubbornness at present, either in yourself or others. This can indicate being fixed in your views and not willing to try something new. It implies you may not feel it is time to change your ways or your course. However, action is needed. It is time to stop plotting and let go of your fears. This card is about building blocks, building a home, or building a foundation for your life. In this way, you are finding a master plan and what works. This card also solidifies the focus of your reading. It is a good omen because it means you are constructing a solid base that will last. It is also about duty and being measured in all that you do. It also denotes standing fast for your truth. So, yeah, when this card comes up in a reading, it can indicate that matters are becoming rock solid and sure. Or it can mean you may have to prove yourself in some tangible way at this time or very soon. Keep that in mind. There may be something that comes up that you're going to have to show yourself, show how you handle the situation. So some situation may come up and makes your partner see you in a different light. Okay, so keep that in mind. Try not to fly off the handle in situations. Keep it together, Cancers. Keep it together. Your third card, Cancers, is how you connect to each other at the present time. So, how Cancer and their loved one connects to each other at the present time is Neptune's sacrifice. Okay. And this indicates poetry, music, art, and psychic mediumship, but also nebulous thinking. When it shows in a reading, any words spoken or promises given are either poetry from gods and higher realms or words which may be lies. Remember, we are in Mercury retrograde. So, it's like people have clouded judgment. They may be saying things that they really don't mean. Keep that in mind as well. Okay. But more positively, these may be messages from spirits or the tapping in to your own higher awareness. With the Neptune card, it will be difficult to get to the bottom of the issue. You may see smoke and mirrors, find yourself engulfed in nefarious mist with blame cast on the wrong person or reason. With this card, you want to be absolutely clear and out front with everything. Neptune is the planet of sacrifice, so you may be asked to sacrifice something, usually related to ego, for some greater good. So you may be overthinking things. Um, you remember, the ego is the flesh, and the flesh is weak. So outside appearance may not be what it is on the inside. Keep that in mind. Okay. With this card, you want to be absolutely clear and out front with everything. Neptune is the planet of sacrifice, so you may be asked to sacrifice something, usually related to ego, for some greater good. Neptune represents our link to the all and governs the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is connected to everything past, present, and future. Neptune shows where we are vulnerable and also where we want to escape to. There are opposites in all higher things. Lovers can become porn stars, revere becomes drunkenness, and dreams turn into nightmares. Unfortunately, Neptune represents self destructiveness and self sabotage. So remember that. Um, you guys could be you guys could be overthinking the whole situation, both of you, the partner and the Cancer. You could be self sabotaging the whole relationship. You may be caught in a situation which is unclear. The reasons behind it may not make sense or are being withheld from you. Another manifestation of this card is that you may find difficulties getting on the right path or in clarifying a direction. On the other hand, you may be extremely tuned in at the present time, sensing emotions, having visions, and if this is the case, what is below the surface is now being brought out. Be careful of trickery and playing emotional games. If a beautiful person enters your life, test the relationship. He or she may be too good to be true or the love of your life. This planet also represents sleight of hand tricks, yet also a supernal type of creativity. You cannot be a poet or a mystic without the rays of Neptune influencing you. It is like falling off the edge of the universe into places we trust but have no concrete idea about, so beware of the deception and confusion. But at least there will be poetry or revere. And so, Cancers, you guys may be bumping heads right now, you and your partner, because I feel like you're both in your ego. Okay. Best thing to do, Cancer, focus on you. Do what you need to do for you. Not saying put the relationship on a back burner. I'm saying focus on you. If you focus on you, especially during Mercury retrograde, reinvent, retreat, review. That's the time to get your shadow side. Get all that intact. Get that together, Cancers. And, if things are going to work out, they will work out. Remember, if they're going to work out, whatever way they work out is for your best interest. Remember that. Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. Your fourth position is the common base, the current foundation of the relationship. And that's Libra balance. I balance. Okay, so Libra, I balance. And remember, I have to read that again. The fourth card, your common base, the current foundation of your relationship. Libra, I balance. So, yeah, Libra rules the seventh house of partners and marriage. Those influenced by this card do best in life with a partner, but it can be the sign of codependency and many will pair up at the drop of a hat. Libra, the sign of lovers and romance. Although Libra is a masculine sign, Libran men understand women better than any other sign. So when the Libra card turns up, it indicates you are riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. Let me show you that card once again. If you do not make your decision, it may be made for you. The potential for you not liking the ending is high if you do not act and decide soon. This is a favorable card for romance and relationships. It indicates time where relationships are turning happier and more content. Right now, everything must be fair and balanced. It is important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid a conflict. It will feel as if the middle approach is the smartest one now, and this is probably right. So, it's time to work on you, Cancers, because first of all, the love for yourself has to show on the outside. This relationship, whoever this is for, I feel like it's a balance, but it's also for you to remember not to lose yourself in this relationship. You can't be codependent on the relationship to make you happy. Happiness starts from within. Remember that, Cancers. You know, you put a lot of pressure on other people when you're unhappy and you're looking at other people to make you happy because happiness starts from within. Remember that. Your fifth card. Fifth position is the basis or history of the relationship, possibly including aspects the other person may not want to reveal at the current time. That's Sagittarius I see. Okay. So, when the Sagittarius card turns up in a reading, freedom at the current time is essential. You may feel the need to fight against restrictions of any kind and want everything out in the open. You want to know where you stand. So remember, this is the fifth card. This is the basis or history of the relationship, possibly including aspects the other person might not want to reveal at the current time. So, Cancers, you want to know where you stand. That could be it as well. Okay. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins. So, like I said, it's time to start concentrating and focusing on you, Cancer, instead of focusing on that other person. I'm not saying let the relationship go to the wayside. I'm saying you're losing yourself in this relationship. So, it's time to focus on you. You might be smothered, might be having the other person feel smothered for the simple fact that you're looking for that love that you should be giving yourself. Okay? That makes sense. I hope it does. So you may find yourself especially phil, phil, philo, I can't even say right, philosophical at the current time and even studying religions which may not have appealed to you before. Interestingly, interestingly, I can't speak today, you guys, but we're going to try it, okay? Sagittarius is the sign representing large animals, especially horses and big dogs. You may soon be acquiring a new pet, or it may be that animals are already a big part of your life. Like these beautiful beasts, you love the sense of wildness and being in the open air. You may soon travel to areas with vast countrysides or regions with mountains and lakes that you want to explore. Now remember, your future looks promising because you're ready to expand and grow beyond your limits. If you do encounter difficulties, you will surmount them easily and move forward to your next lucky break in life, which could be coming soon. So remember, you got to focus on you. Focus on you. Focus on you. Don't lose yourself in a relationship. Don't find your happiness in somebody else because that happiness should be within you first, okay? Your Sixth card is the history in regards to the relationship. So, your history in regards to the relationship, things you'd rather not show, or what you feel might weaken or strengthen the bond. So, Cancers, Black Moon Lilith, mystery. What are you keeping to yourself? What are you keeping to yourself? So then this card turns up in a reading, something lurks. Lilith appears as the dark part of the astrological chart. She is our shadow side, the dark face of the moon where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. This card indicates a call to wildness, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. She can manifest as madness or self realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit. So it is not a good time to give in, even when the path seems a rough one. There may be a tendency to isolate and focus on feelings of revenge. The hallmark of Black Moon Lilith energy is muteness and aloneness. Lilith is subdued power and complicated magnetism. Lilith remains awake while the rest of the world is asleep. She is the dark thoughts that enter our consciousness just before we fall asleep. Black Moon Lilith suggests female rebellion. She can represent an angry mother, an enemy, or an embittered woman, or even a stalker or a scorned woman. You have a feeling you are waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information, so the facts are hidden or mysterious. Something stalks. You feel it, but Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she processes what is there because Lilith feels slighted. She can represent a formidable foe or dangerous enemy. Through Lilith we discover creativity and the beauty that can exist in the darkness as long as we keep our own demons in check and under our own rule. So I feel like there's a lot of cancers that are really hard on themselves, okay? Um, you may wonder why someone chooses you and things like that. Get out of your head on that. Why wouldn't they choose you? That's why I'm saying the happiness has to start from within because people feel that energy and it tends to repel them, especially the energy of self sabotaging. Okay, so keep that in mind, Cancers. Your last position is the seventh card. Seventh position, mutual bonds and the viability of the relationship. If the relationship is worth having, if there's a higher good to it. That's void of course, moon missing. And let's see what that's about. Okay, so no. Void of course, moon missing. So this card says to sit still and stay as you are. Take no action at the current time. Wait for the storm to pass. It is time to be patient and allow matters to settle before beginning anew. Allow this matter to resolve on its own without your help, work, or interference. Don't bail anyone out or make loans currently because it is unlikely you will be repaid. Hence Mercury retrograde. So if you're talking about doing, making some drastic moves, try to wait until after Mercury retrograde, at least 2 weeks after. January 18th is when it comes out. Try 14 days after, we should be out of the dust should be cleared. Okay. Medical results will probably not be accurate. If your question is about a job or career move, then it's not the right one. If you are applied for a job and get hired, it will not be long lasting. If possible, you will get hired and then a more suitable job will come along and you will have to leave the first one. After a long and costly effort, your matter in question may fail. People around you may start behaving like screw ups. It could be that great passions are playing against you. Discipline is needed. It's not a time to act impulsively. Whatever you do as your routine will stay as it is. However, matters that are unplanned or spontaneous will tend to work out for you. Void of moon course can be used to your benefit, so keep this in mind when this card shows up in the spread. For instance, you can work on something you really don't want. You can interact with persons you really don't want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on something, anything new or untried, will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the Void of Course Moon card represents itself in a spread, if you agree to plans you don't really want to come about, then it will be likely they will not come about. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when the Void of Course Moon turns up. It is a good time to dream and even make plans. Just do not act on them yet. Also, do not plan a wedding if this card comes up. Keep in mind the time is not yet right. So, the mutual bonds, viability of the relationship, if the relationship is worth having, if there's a higher good to it. Right now, it's time to work on Cancer. That's what spirits are saying. Right now, it's time to work on Cancer. Okay, not to make any moves yet. Work on Cancer, um, and see what happens after Mercury retrograde. See what happens after Mercury retrograde. Let's see. Um, let's get. So yeah, I want to say it right now. It's a time to just step back from each other. Okay. Okay, Cancers, I'm back and it's a whole new day because spirits, I guess they want you guys to have some messages. And now I got to pull from the Lover's Path Tarot to see what's going on with you and your partner during Mercury retrograde. This is from now until after January 18th. Remember, Mercury retrograde, the effects of it usually last. It starts up to 2 weeks before, and it started on December 28th, and it ends on January 18th, and you should feel the effects probably about 2 weeks after. So, Spirit Guides, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, and Archangel Michael, what's the most important messages for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their relationship, their person, between Cancer and their person? What is going on between Cancer and their person from now during Mercury retrograde? What is going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and their person from now during the Mercury retrograde? Okay. Six of Staffs. Okay, so you know what? If you take more time for yourself, okay, Cancers, you got to take more time for yourself. You're gonna have more of a victory out of this whole situation, okay? Yeah, Five of Arrows. You're gonna have more of a victory. You may, I feel like, you may be smothering, or your other person may be feeling like they're being smothered. So that's what I'm saying. Take time for yourself. Get yourself together. Don't try to put all the pressure on your partner. And if this is a cross watcher, same thing, because Cancers they gonna be gone. They gonna, yeah, see, they gonna retreat for themselves. They gonna be worrying about other things. You'll be on the background. So whoever this is for, Cancer or the cross watcher, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Don't put all the pressure on your partner. Okay. Happiness starts from within. Remember that. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah. Grace. Happiness starts from within. And justice. Justice. So you have to be balanced in yourself, in your emotions, mind, body, and soul, mirroring together. Because remember, any energy, your partner's going to feel it. So if they're feeling any energy of insecurities, they're going to feel it. And usually people try to shy away from that. Six of Arrows. So yeah, Cancer, it's time to go within. Internal journey. Six of Staffs, that's for the reward. So you have to go within. You have to feel better about yourself, okay? You can't depend on someone else to make you feel good about yourself. Yeah, Four of Staffs. Four of Staffs. I feel like things will end up working out if Cancer or cross watcher, things will work out between you and your partner, your specific partner, but you cannot put too much pressure on that partner. You have to be more independent. Um, yes, partnerships are just that, a partnership, but you're still two individuals. Okay? People are so used to looking for others, looking into others to make themselves whole. You should be whole in yourself. That's number one. So you can't put too much pressure on the other person to make you happy, to make you whole. That wholeness starts from within. So what else do we have for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Mercury retrograde from now. Yep. So this is the energy you're in right now. Three of Arrows. You're feeling like you're left out. You're not getting what you desire. However, what are you giving to yourself? What are you giving to yourself? If you are, like I said, if you are looking to others to make you happy, you will never be happy. You have to look within first. So this Three of Arrows feelings, it's coming from within. That's why the Six of Arrows is telling you to go within. You have to go within. You can't want to keep someone who doesn't want to be kept, number one. And number two, you can't want more for someone than they want for themselves. And you have to want for yourself. That's very important. You have to want for yourself. What do you want for yourself? Because that's what you're actually getting. That's what you're putting out, so you're getting to get it back. If you want better, if you want reciprocating love, then make sure you're loving yourself. What else do we have for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus right off the table? Okay, pick this up. We got the Princess of Staffs. So it's like you're going to start moving different. It's time to start moving different, more confidently. It's time to start moving more confidently, Cancers. Even in your relationship, it's like you're showing a lot of insecurities, a lot of your confidence levels are really low. And your partner's picking up on that, and that's putting a lot of pressure on them. Princess of Arrows. It's a mindset change, okay? You may be pulling in, you may be thinking about old things that happened in past relationships. You may be bringing that baggage into your new relationship. You have to move differently. You have to move differently. If you keep expecting the same outcome, that's what you're going to keep getting. Remember that. What else do we have? So the change starts from within first, Cancers. Change starts from within, Princess of Cups. This is water. This is you. You have to have control of your emotions, okay? And these are all princess. Having control of your emotions, your mind, body, and soul. That's it right here. Staffs, arrows, and cups. Mind, body, and soul. Your emotions, your logical thinking, and your mind, your mindset, and how you move, how you do things. See? What else do we have for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Thank you. 10 of Coins. See, once you go within, Cancer, and stop putting your insecurities out on other people, you're going to be a lot more happier. You'll have a lot more, this is about the stability that you're looking for. And that home life, that happy home life, that's there for you. But it's a mindset change. Keep that in mind. Remember that it's a mindset change. Balance card comes out. The balance card comes out, so you can't put too much pressure on your partner. And if cross watchers are you watching, you can't put too much pressure on Cancers, okay? It's a balance. It's a balance. Remember that. It's a balance. What else do we have? Oh, yep, 8 of Arrows. See, Cancers, cross watchers, right now you're in your head. You are making up scenarios, dreaming up whole things, and they're nightmares. You got to get out of your head. You have to move differently. You have to want to move differently, but you got to get out of your head about things. Meditate, ground yourself. ground yourself. We got the Princess of Coins that came out here. So you got a lot of princess, a lot of um, young-minded energy. So I'm feeling like, yeah, it's time to start growing up, Cancers, and we're just gonna call it spade a spade. It's time to start growing up. Get your emotions in check, and know that what you're putting out is what you're getting back. So if you're not happy in your relationship, if you're not getting that love that you desire, are you loving on yourself first? Are you putting all the pressure on the other person to make you and lift you up to be the person that you actually should have been coming into this relationship? You got to work on you. Eight of Coins, it's about putting in that hard work, okay? So you've got to work on you. If you got to get some kind of counseling, then do that. But you don't want to put the pressure on your partner to make you whole. You should be whole. Healing is a continuous process. You don't heal once and it's over with. Your skin sheds all the time. You get dry skin, you get skin that sheds. That happens every day. Your hair, you lose hair every day. It's a healing process. And the same with your mind. You have to go within and heal yourself. Starts from within. Yes. Look at that contemplation. It starts from within. What you worry about what other people think of you, Cancers. And it's almost like you're trying to impress someone when you should be impressing yourself, because once you impress yourself, everybody else is going to be impressed too. Once you light your own candle, everyone will be drawn to it. So, what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to be whole in yourself? Are you putting all of your insecurities onto your partner? Are you begging them to make a decision? Um, don't let someone else make the decision for your life for you. What do you want? That's what you have to know. That's what you have to really know, Cancers. What do you want? What do you desire? Not waiting for someone else to choose you. Okay? Four of Cups. See, don't wait on someone else to choose you. Don't wait on someone else to choose you. You got to choose you first. When you choose you, other people are going to want to choose you as well. That's key. So, internal journey, you have to go within that shadow part. You have to bring that to the light, okay? Old ways of thinking, old ways of moving, of reacting, they have to go. They're not serving your higher purpose. See, King of Coins, you're going into this energy. The strong Zeus is very strong Greek god, okay? So you're going into this energy of mental stability. However, you have to do the work. No one else is going to bring that stability to you. You have to want to get it, okay? Internal work. Go within. Yeah. Change the way you react to things, okay? Change the way you react to things. You are gods and goddesses. You do not have to act in lower level energy. When people aren't acting the way you desire them to, you remove yourself from that situation, okay? So you have to change your actions as well, okay? You can't blame others for your feelings. Your feelings are your feelings and you own them. The way people act, yeah, look at that. You got the Five of Cups. Your feelings are your feelings and you own them, okay? You can't blame others for the way you feel. You're giving everybody all this credit, okay? Everybody's making you feel some type of way. It starts from within, okay? Take those 2 cups and pull yourself back up. Yeah, it's a lot of mental work, a lot of mental changes, and look, the clarity. Look at that. 10 of Arrows and the Ace of Arrows. That mental clarity, but it's going to take a lot of work. Mindset changes as well. It's going to, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but you've got to want it. If you want it, you will get it, and that's key. So Let's see what the oracle has to say. Let's see what the oracle has to say. One moment. Okay, I'm going to use the New Orleans oracle deck. So let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with their relationship? What's the most important message about their relationship during Mercury Retrograde? The oracle. Thank you so much, spirits. The most important messages for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their relationship during Mercury Retrograde. Thank you so much, spirits. Most important messages for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during Mercury Retrograde. Most important messages. Ooh, let loose. Let loose. Okay. And Oracle is saying, everyone knows that Mardi Gras is the celebration of all celebrations. If this card has shown up in your reading, that means it's time to let loose and forget all of the obligations that have been plaguing you, even if just for a few hours. Your ability to experience fulfillment and enjoyment in the moment has been compromised due to overthinking, managing life's obligations, and experiencing a lack of joy in your day-to-day life. This current imbalance has started to affect your generally positive outlook, and it's time for some revitalization. Revitalization. I can't speak. Okay. Cut loose even just a little and see how much it positively affects your energy and overall outlook. So, let loose. Go out in nature, dance, but mainly go within and heal those past traumas, and don't look for others to heal you. Healing starts from within. So I'm going to end the reading here. Leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this reading. And I do want to thank you, Cancers, for showing up and showing out. So till next time, I love you. Stay safe.